What's up guys, Axby here and welcome in this new video. Since I'm the tech guy in my family, they always ask me advices and suggestions about technology. One thing that they always ask me is, can you suggest me a cheap smartphone? So I usually go on the internet and I start to search for some cheap smartphones because we know that there are a lot of cheap smartphones out there. Smartphones that goes around 150, 200 quid. Those are very cheap smartphones. When they ask me this thing, what they don't mention is their budget. And let's say that their budget is less than 100 quid. And they want to buy a smartphone with less than 100 quid. Is it possible? So weeks ago I was surfing on Amazon, as I always do. And I just put Android smartphone on the search bar. And one of the first results that I got was these. This, my friends, is a 60 quid smartphone. Alright, we know that the market nowadays is completely different than it was 10 years ago. This is not the smartphone that you are gonna buy, that I would buy, because me and you, we are maybe tech person, we are young people, we use smartphones every day, we work with it, we do a lot of stuff with the smartphone, so a 60 quid smartphone is not gonna be worth it for us. Of course, this is not a deal breaker, this is not the best smartphone that you can buy, it's nothing like that. It's just a smartphone for a certain kind of person, and this person for me are grandparents or child. Alright, let's say your grandparents are using a feature phone, so you know that phone that only has 2 buttons. But we are in 2020, you know, especially during this time where everybody's at home, it could be a good idea for them to switch to a smartphone so they can do video chat, do some researches on the internet, they can watch their cooking shows on YouTube. But of course, since they are not into technology like me and like you are, they don't need to spend a lot of money to buy the first smartphone. And so this smartphone will work really great for them. Okay, this said, let's talk about this smartphone and how does it perform. As I said, I ordered it 1 week ago, so this means that I spent an entire week with it. And honestly, I'm pretty impressed about this smartphone because for £60 it works really well. Come on guys, 60 quid is nothing for a smartphone. You have to keep in mind that this thing has a screen, has a battery, has a camera. Well, it actually had 2, but only 1 works, so I think that 1 is fake. Okay, in order to test it, I installed some of the apps that I use most on my actual phone. So I've installed Facebook, I've installed Instagram, Spotify, I've installed the Amazon app, because as I said before, I had this target in mind. So if you buy this thing for your grandparents, maybe they can use Facebook, they can use WhatsApp. So with this in mind, I just installed this app to see how will they perform. Okay, each of these apps performs really good. I mean, they're not fast, don't think about speed with this smartphone. You can still scroll your Instagram feed or your Facebook feed, whatever you want, but it's gonna be slow. So just don't think that you're gonna scroll really fast, press like here and there and blah blah. No, it's gonna be a very slow and smooth experience. Let's say a relaxed experience. You can watch HD videos, not even 720p, because this smartphone is not capable of, the hardware doesn't allow you to do that. But you can still watch videos in 480p, which, come on guys, it's not this bad. I also tried WhatsApp the other day, and I actually did a video chat with my mom that lasted about 1.5 hours. The camera quality wasn't this good, and the audio quality wasn't perfect as well, but it works very good for something fancy, or as I said before, for your grandparents or your child who doesn't really care about quality. Okay, since I don't remember all the specs, I'm gonna read them right now with CPU Z. This guy has a MediaTek MT6580 130 GHz. That's 4 cores, and we got 60 GB of RAM, and only, unfortunately, I said only 1 GB of RAM. What I think is that if they would have put maybe another gigabyte of RAM, it would have helped a lot. And last but not least, the battery, which is 4000 milliamps hour, which is huge, of course, and well, you can feel it because this phone is very heavy compared to my OnePlus 6T over here, which is way better than these 60 quid smartphone, of course. My OnePlus is way lighter than this thing. I think this is gonna be probably a quick video, so in conclusion, I would say that we have seen all the specs, you've seen the design of this phone, which is quite peculiar, honestly. If you search for Android smartphone on the internet, you can find a lot of smartphone not about the same price range, but most of them are knockoff of most famous smartphone. But this is quite unique. I mean, this thing doesn't want to copy no one, so I'll give this thing a thumbs up. Oh, talking about thumbs up, if you like this video so far, just leave a thumbs up. So as I said at the very beginning of this video, you have to keep in mind the target for this phone. This is not the phone that you are gonna buy for yourself probably, but it's something that you can maybe buy for your grandparents, for your child, or maybe you can just buy it as a backup smartphone in case you lose your smartphone, in case you break it. And if you want to give it a look, I'm gonna leave the link in the description down below if you want to buy it on Amazon. A couple of months ago I made a similar experiment, but in that case I used a smartphone that came out 7 years ago. I'm gonna leave a link to this video in the information box right here on the left side if you just want to give it a look. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up if you haven't done it when I asked you to do it, you naughty. Subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell as well if you want to keep updated with all the videos that I make. For this video is everything. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one.